Time to get up and time to start learning. Making no damn excuses. Lord have mercy. That's right, that's right. You gonna learn to damn day. Sit your ass down somewhere and listen.
SCOTTY-C got this one.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Sit your ass down. It's time to learn. Lord have mercy.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Sit your hind parts down somewhere.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
It's time to start learning and getting ourselves together, black people.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Now sit your ass down somewhere and put that weed down and start learning. Sit down somewhere.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Violence on our own people. Sit your ass down somewhere before I come find you. Lord have mercy.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Oh, you gonna learn the damn day. Sit your ass down. Lord have mercy. It's time to get y'all some knowledge, and you need some damn knowledge. And this ain't no damn party either. Sit your ass down. So I can get some information. Pour something down your damn throat. Lord have mercy. ZZ109FM, hottest radio station on the planet. It's Elsie Jenkins here. You gonna learn to damn day. SCOTTY-C and LORATTI on the beat. Won't y'all go ahead and get together and make some damn music? Don't make any sense, all these talented people out here on the planet. And there's no need to be struggling. Everyone can eat. All right, well, here, part two of our session here about insurance. We're going to talk about a lot of other things besides insurance, but the main thing on this first phase of you're going to learn today is let's get down to the nitty gritty of this insurance talk we're doing here. A lot of black people don't want to talk about insurance. They want to keep things hush-hush. It's such a secret, blah, blah, blah. It's not a secret. It's something that affects everyone in the family one way or another. And if we do it right, we can create a cushion of finance that allows the family to be able to breathe a little bit easier. That's what the whole idea of insurance is about. We are on the run, on the go every day, doing this, doing that, acquiring these things, and then unfortunately something happens in your life. If your family members are your family members, who's going to take care of them when you leave here? That's the big question. Who's going to take care of them? How are they going to maintain on the spectrum of the world as you're not here anymore to help them? So I take a lot of these examples from my family I'm dealing with now when it comes to this passing and insurance thing. Sometimes you learn from experience, which at that point it's too late. I don't want to learn from experience after the person passes away. I want to learn before to make sure that we're where we need to be when the person passes away. That's why we're doing this show here, for those people out here that need to understand this. It is important. You don't have to be struggling if you were to take advantage of this option. All right, so you look at different situations. My situation's simple. When someone passes, they either have a will or they don't have a will. If they have a will, then the family needs to sit down and someone needs to read the will. If you watch enough movies, you'll see that organized families have a lawyer read the will to the family, because their family is so organized and corrupt that you wouldn't give it to any family member to do it. the person that passed away knows better. So he has someone like a lawyer read the information to the family, because that's how organized these families are. But it's important because number one, who can you trust? You got to be able to trust somebody in this process. Someone's got to be able to have the integrity and be honest and be able to say, this is what it is. This is what X, Y, and Z get. These are the wishes of the deceased, blah, blah, blah. Not take the information, take the situation, and bend it towards their needs and wants. They'll do that. Some people become selfish. Selfish in the process. All right, let's talk about the process. So the process is getting insurance. Once you get this insurance, you want to make sure it stays in place, make the payments. And as far as I'm concerned, you split the cost of the insurance amongst the family. You can do it by family, which is probably the best route, because you don't want to charge every child and face in the process. You want to make it simple and affordable. So we do it by family. Some people got big families, others just them, but going solo, young, single. I get it. But if there's enough people involved, the cost is going to be minimum. So it is what it is. No need to nickel and dime everybody with this insurance idea. All right, so the easiest policy out there is the term life insurance policy, which is what it is. It's a term policy. It's only for good for 10, 20, 30 years, and after that, poof, it disappears. All your money you invested in it disappears. You don't get any cash value out of a term policy. So these term policies, I think, aren't the priority here. We want to prioritize how we're putting our money into insurance. So we're going to look at the next step, which is the whole life policy. Now that's where we want to focus first. We may look at term policies later for those crazies out there that are doing crazy things. You're like, let's get a term policy on Billy, because Billy just don't get it. And I think that's something to think about. When you got family members out here acting a damn fool out here, why ain't we insuring their asses up? Keeping insurance on these fools in the family. Lord have mercy. So that's a good reason to have a term policy. When you got some foolish ass family members doing some foolish ass things, you go ahead and get a term policy in place for 30 years, just in case things go terribly wrong. And you hope things don't go terribly wrong, but you can see when someone's out of control. You can see when someone's clearly on a pathway to destruction. So you need to make sure you got insurance to take care of them if that happens to be the case for this particular person. Don't be foolish and don't do it when it's right there in your face. All right, so we go on to the next level, the whole life policy. So the whole life policy, this again is the policy that gives you the cash value. This is the policy that helps us build the wealth we need to have a family with a cushion to lean on when it comes to finances out here. Now, let's take a look at some other things here. Remember, it's tax deferred. You can borrow against it. You have flexibility. It supplements money that you need for X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of benefits for having the whole life policy, but it is what it is. Now, how much do you get when it comes to these policies? Well, you know what? You got to look and you got to think big. What size is your family, and What goals do you have? So you have to kind of place these things on the table. You want family members of the family to go to college and better themselves. Then you got to look at a $300,000 to $500,000 policy. You got to think big. $500,000 policy, $1 million policy. If you get it when people are young, it's very inexpensive. And that's when you have to buy these policies for people that are young to help build the family wealth. Those young people are the backbone of the family. Grandma and grandpa that's 80 and 90 years old are not going to help us get that wealth we need because they're too old, and the $1 million policy on an old ass black man is going to cost you an arm and a leg. So, we love you, grandpa, but sorry. We just going to have to get us a policy to bury your hind parts because the time window has opened and closed to take advantage of your youthful years to buy a policy. So, black people out there and white people that are almost black people, don't take it personal when they look at your young hind parts and say, we're going to insure these 4 young people in our family to make sure that there's some generational wealth in the future. That means these 4 young people, I don't care how young they are, if they're 1, 2, and 3, and 4 years old, those $1 million, $500,000 policies are going to cost your family little to nothing to be in place. Now, you've planted some seeds. So if you're in your 50s and 60s, when you plant these kind of seeds, you may not ever see that wealth. But that's the first stage of building a family generational wealth. You've got to ensure the young people, get enough of those young people insured and cover an amount that's going to make sure that in the future your family's going to be secure. Then next level is to go and find people in their 20s. People in their 20s are not too hard to insure, but the bottom line is you can insure them for $500,000, $300,000, even more. The point is, you've found the threshold of family members to be able to go ahead and possibly see some of that wealth in the next 20 years, 30 years, who knows? We want these people to live long lives, but in the same token, we want to establish some policies. And next wave would probably be 40 and 50-year-olds because their life expectancy is what we're now talking about. What do we expect these people to live to? Well, the policies aren't too expensive, but you're starting to see an increase in the monthly amount. So you got to be careful. You don't want to overextend it where the family can't afford the monthly amount. But the bottom line is, look at your family, who's healthy, people that have cancer. You can get them insured, but you really don't want to use those kind of people to build your generational wealth, because a lot of times insurance companies are going to look at your health and turn you down. So we need to get all the healthy people while they're healthy in their 40s and 50s to get them insured. And the last level is the family members over 50 years old, 60 and above. There's policies out here for them, but they're not covering the amounts that are going to provide that kind of wealth. But the bottom line is you can have some kind of policy in place to make sure that their wishes on their will are taken care of. All right, so there you have it on those 2 areas there. The last area we have here, which is going to be more or less for the younger people in the family, which will allow everyone to maybe start seeing some of that cash value, would be the indexed universal life insurance policy. It's still a life insurance policy, works the same, but it kind of works off of the stock market. And this type of insurance policy, you can see some of the cash value futuristic goals on this chart. And if you look at the chart and you look at the time frame that it's supposedly giving you a cash amount, it's pretty positive information. So the sooner you start these IUL policies and the sooner you start putting the money into them, the sooner you can start getting to these futuristic monetary amounts. The bottom line is anything that can help generate some money today is helpful. All right, so bottom line is here is very simple. We all are going to die. So black people start hearing this, they start running and tripping and acting a fool, but it's a fact. We're all going to die. So what are we going to do to make sure that we take advantage of the opportunity? Yes, it's a sad moment, but it's also an opportunity. An opportunity for us to build a cushion. Every family could use a financial cushion of some sort, and making sure your family members are insured is one way to do it. Now, you think about it. How many people in your family are passing away and don't have insurance? You all have to scrape up money to take care of their final remains and burial plot and so forth. We shouldn't have to be using our own money to bury a human being when we have insurance policies out here that we can get and we can take care of these things with the policy. Every individual, if you are walking around here and you're working, you should be responsible for your own insurance policy. It should be a family event to make sure that you have life insurance. But when we're talking about generational wealth, then we're looking at a family event. Everyone is trying to take advantage of this opportunity. So there's a difference there. So get insurance for yourself because you're a responsible person and you want to make sure your loved ones don't have to worry. And get insurance for your family because when you do this and build it on that level, you're building generational wealth. It's very simple. My name is Elsie Jenkins, ZZ109FM Talk Radio, the hottest station on the planet. We are putting this information out for you. We're not going to play the intro music on the way out because this is not a damn party. It is factual information that you need to make a difference. You've got to learn about these things to make a difference in your life and your family's life. I want you to have a beautiful end of 2025. I don't care what your situation is. You make it positive. If it's negative, you make it positive. And anything is possible. Don't look around here and feel down because people aren't supporting you. You support yourself. You get your hind parts up and you start to support yourself. You don't need no government to do that. ZZ109FM, this is Elsie Jenkins. Y'all take care.